Good evening, everyone. Welcome to LJ Spurs Chat. Shalom. We've got a
Shalom.
full house in tonight. We've got John somewhere there in his kitchen.
Shalom.
We've got Dan the man and Simon, who's our match reporter today. Hello, Simon.
Evening, boys.
I know you ain't got a lot of time, Simon, so we can celebrate with the Spurs win on the first day of the season. I'll quickly run through it, then I'm going to go to you, Simon, because Simon was actually at the game. So Spurs opened the season with a fairly comfortable, in the end, 3-0 win over newly promoted Burnley at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Thomas Frank perhaps surprised many of us, picking youngsters Bergvall and Gray in the middle of the park, but both did fairly well and held their own in the combative midfield battle. Richarlison opened the scoring, finishing very well after superb wing play from the new signing Kudus, who was outstanding throughout. Burnley actually registered more shots than the hosts in the first half, but Spurs came out after the break determined to increase their lead. On the hour, that man Kudus again assisted the Brazilian, who thundered home with an acrobatic scissors kick, giving the Burnley keeper no chance. Fantastic finish. 6 minutes later, the once again impressive Sarr threaded the ball through to Johnson, who calmly slotted home to make it 3-0 to Spurs. It's always difficult to play a newly promoted team on the opening day, so Thomas Frank will be very happy with the result, and the players, you can see, are already following his instructions in terms of style of play and togetherness, hunting the ball in packs, blocking shots, etc., and in terms of formation, knowing where to be and basically organised. It's a totally different way of playing from the last 2 seasons under Big Ange. Hopefully, with the guidance of Eze and Silvino, at least, Spurs fans can expect an exciting season. Next up is Manchester City, who await the new era under Thomas the Frank engine. Finally, see the reception for Tell as he came on late in the game. I have to say, absolutely disgusting racial abuse from supposed fans last week towards the youngster. No matter what us fans think of any player's performance, there's never, ever any excuse for racism. I had to put that in there. So, Simon, that was my match report. Do you agree with most of that? Tell us what you thought about it, your son.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought I had to get myself down there for the start of the Frank era. We'll see what it's all about. I mean, after the PSG game, I thought we were brilliant for 80 minutes. And then the problem with the PSG game was like PSG's subs made them better. They scored 2 goals, and our subs made us worse. And that ultimately was what cost us. And then so I was like, put it this way, it's only Burnley, so if we can play anything like we played in the first 80 minutes, then Burnley are going to have a problem. And for 10 minutes, we did. Came out of the blocks really quick. And it looked, I mean, we got the ball in the box probably 3 times in the first minute. And I was thinking, yep, I can live with this. We got the goal. And then we just seemed to ease off a bit. And then it just kind of went a bit flat. And the rest of the first half was a tough watch. It was pretty quiet. The atmosphere went flat. At one point, Burnley fans were chanting, "Is this a library?" And it just went a bit flat. And I was just like, they came out the second half, and then they started the second half like they started the first, but this time they just kept going. And so, yeah, I thought that the thing was, in that flat period, after the first 10 minutes when we weren't really up to much, Burnley didn't really present much threat. So they got through, but it was funny watching Mickey. It was like the guys had 5, 6, 7 yard head starts on them, and no one could get away from him. So anyone who thought they were clean through, they weren't. I thought the bit that I thought was tough was probably, it looked like Gray and Bergvall looked a bit lightweight in the middle.
Yeah.
Particularly, Gray looked like he was struggling more than Bergvall. Bergvall showed glimpses of what he was like last season. Gray just looked like he had a bit of a tough old game. But, I mean, Kudus was just a threat all the time.
Yeah.
And all pre-season, Richarlison's been super lively. The only thing that was missing was the goals, and he got those yesterday. Who else? Sarr was everywhere again, like he has been pre-season. But we looked a whole lot more solid. Once the 2 young lads had gone off in the middle, and we had Polinia and Bentancur, I'm sure that's the 2 that are going to start against City.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be able to afford to start with Gray or Bergvall, or Gray and Bergvall against a top class opposition. But yeah, it was a good start to the season. they didn't really pose as much threat, and we were quite clinical. Even when Solanke came on, he looked pretty sharp too. He was unlucky to pull his shot wide. He came on within 2 minutes. He was twisting and turning in the box and pulled his shot wide. But yeah, all in all, solid performance.
I'm glad you brought up that PSG, because before I carry on about the Burnley game and the others, I'm glad you said that, because I've been slated. Well, not slated. Been on a lot of social media and other platforms, and I'd say it's 50-50. But the 50% that didn't agree with me give me a load of grief, because all I said was, I'm not knocking Thomas Frank, but in my opinion, I said about the PSG game the other night that Thomas Frank went from hero to zero that night by putting on those two players, right? Because I think I said I'm not slating him, but he made a mistake there. We all make mistakes, you know what I mean? Because as you said, I know PSG, their subs did make a difference, as you said, and then other people were saying to me, yeah, but it's because we ain't got a squad. Yeah, I know that, but you didn't have to put those two players on against PSG. That was my argument. Do you know what I mean? And I do think he fucked it against PSG. You know what I mean?
Them subs were shit, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm going to stand by that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and I didn't get overexcited as well, and I got slated for this as well. I'm just a realist. They did play well. They played very well. But at the end of the day, it was a PSG that have only had a week in training, and they were very, very rusty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ultimately, it was the substitutions that changed the game.
Should have put on,
their substitutes scored. Our substitutes made us worse.
Yeah, I just think
it's as simple as that.
Bergveld and Johnson on. That was my opinion. I know he ain't got a strong bench, but yeah. Anyway, moving on to the Burnley game. What do you think then, Dan? Good performance. You can't ask for much more, can you? It's always hard to play.
Mate, it's the first game of the season, fuck's sake. I mean, we couldn't have asked for an easier game. Do you know what I mean? No. It's Burnley, newly promoted sides. They've lost, I don't know, lost a couple of players. Not really interested, to be honest. It's 3 points. And it's those types of games that in the last year and a half, we've been either losing or we've been drawing, and we've been looking absolute shite underneath fucking flange. So I've got nothing but fucking praise for Frank. I've liked him as a fucking manager. I thought it was a good win for Spurs and a chance to get Graham Bergville a bit of game time.
Yeah.
After, like say, after Paulinho and Bentancur. Do you know what I mean? You've got to think about their age. And I say their age, Christ almighty, they're not even bloody 30 yet, or one of them maybe is. I'm not really bothered. But do you know what I mean? They are going to be so important come the Champions League games this season that we're going to need some extra legs in there and a bit of experience and know-how, how Frank wants to handle. And it's going to be different games anyway, isn't it? You know what I mean? The Premier League to Champions League and all that lot. So I just think that having Paulinho in there, and it wasn't important for them to play yesterday. So for Bergville and Archie Gray to get in there, get to know the system a little bit more, because they both haven't had much game time, really. Do you know what I mean, in that position? So, yeah, good for them. Chuffed to bits for Richie, to be honest, because, and I was saying to the lad, I just think he looks different this year. And it might be because he's had a proper rest after his injuries. He's been rehabbed properly. Frank's come in, he spoke to him, he's chatted him, asking what he wants from him and stuff like that. He just looks a bit of a different. He looks really enthusiastic.
He looks hungry.
When he looks hungry for it. He looks a totally different. He looks like that player that we should have been getting for 60 million. Do you know what I mean? And I know he's had the seasons for Everton and Watford and whatever, but he just looks really good and he looks sharp. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being funny. A year ago, he would have been trying to do that scissor kick and the ball would have ended up slicing. It would have gone backwards towards our goal and we'd have ended up conceding or something because we'd overcompensated. Do you know what I mean? No, fair play to him. Kudos looked flipping solid. I like Christian Romero as the captain. And I think it's done him good to be captain. I just think they just look solid, to be honest. The only one that really worries me is Vicario still. He's the only really worry that I have in our team. And maybe the left side of our... I think, look, I said to you earlier, I said Pep Metsar has been immense through pre-season. But against the better teams, the Liverpools and your Man Cities, it's going to be difficult. Do you know what I mean? And having that number 10 who can thread the ball or not, is going to be a must for us. So to go and whoever it is, whether it's whoever it is who we get, I still think we're about 3 or 4 players, maybe 5 players away from a top quality squad that what we all crave for and what we need, and what Frank needs to move forward. But listen, look, it's 3 points in the bag. Good performances across the board, up and down. First game, the people are still getting into their rhythm. Do you know what I mean? So you could have asked for an easier game. So yeah, that was good. I didn't think Paro was shit, but he wasn't. He was quite a game for him.
Was he then?
No, it was. It was a quieter game from him from what we've seen him a bit of pre-season. But maybe because Frank had said something, he may have changed his positional play a little bit. So
back
do you know what I mean?
And he had Kudus ahead of him, whereas normally Poro's charging down the right himself.
Well, he's had fucking Brennan Johnson in front of him, isn't he? He's had Brennan Johnson in front of him, and who hardly tracks back. I'm not the greatest of fans of Brennan Johnson, but do you know what I mean? He scored again, didn't he? Flipping heck. And it wasn't a tapping at the back post.
I said that to Lou earlier. It was the typical Brennan game. He didn't really show up and do very much, but he took his goal well.
Yeah, he did take it well. I mean, they took all the goals well. I mean, Kudos was a little bit. He's
a class above, isn't
he? He is that little bit of class above what we've had, and that makes that difference. And if surely we can all see it. We've been chasing people for fucking a month and a half now. Do you know what I mean? Everybody knows what we need. Just go and fucking get it. For once, just go and spend 150, 200 million. Get it fucking done. Go and fucking... City want... We're not that far away from what City want for Savinho. Just go and fucking pay it. The lad wants to come.
Yeah.
His agent's here. He wants to come and play for Spurs. He's thinking long term, and he's thinking about the World Cup and stuff and all that. And he's obviously not thinking about it. It's going to happen at City. So, do you know what I mean? Go and get him. Go and get Eze. Fucking hell. We've missed the release clause. Stop fucking lowballing Levy. Just go in there, offer him 65 million and say, let's just get the deal fucking done. There's another player that wants to come. Do you know what I mean? Likes of him, and there's other players that we keep getting mentioned to. Let's just go and do it.
This is the thing. Both of them want to come. As far as I understand, Savinho and Eze, they both want to come. And it's just agreement between the teams, and it's Levy time, and it's just Levy dicking around that's stopping it from happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single year we've seen it for the past 20. It's Levy every single time.
Yeah.
So if it's just a hindrance, do you know what I mean? I mean, I watched a bit of that Palace game today, and I said to you, Lou, didn't I? I said, I know we're going off from what we're talking about, but I just think that Eze just looked a bit disinterested, not 100% into the game. You could see him not going in for tackles.
And also, they keep playing him on the left, and he wants to be in the middle.
Yeah. He wants to be behind the striker, doesn't he? So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. He was clapping. He was on that pitch a long time after that game finished.
Staying professional, wasn't he? Which is a good sign.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, which is good. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see. It's good, mate.
John, what do you reckon to the performance then yesterday, mate?
Well, you both said it all, so I'm going to say we didn't miss Sonny, did we?
No.
You know what I mean? And Kudos, well, I have to eat my hat on that boy. He does look a step above, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I was a bit worried about the defence at certain times in the game, but that's neither here nor there. The only negative I've got of that game is Gray.
Yeah.
I kept saying to the missus, I don't enjoy Gray. I don't like watching him play. I think he's suffering from a bit of lazy-itis. You know, they all said he's got a footballing brain, but do you know what? When you watch him play and you watch him running about the field and where he stands and everything else, he looks a bit lackadaisical. That's the only.
It's going to take him a long time, John, to get back into the way of playing in midfield after he was playing every single position last year. You know what I mean?
He's only a young boy, isn't he?
Yeah, I do think that, yeah.
He's got two excellent people to learn off in Bentancur and Paulinho. He's just got two ideal people to learn off. But John's right, though. He did look... He's looked a bit out of sorts, but you can kind of like understand that with how he's been abused over the last couple of the year that he's been here. Do you know what I mean? With Ange using him in so many different positions, so you can kind of like understand that.
Mind you, I thought Van der Ven looked a bit out of sorts as well. I
Yeah,
like Van der Ven, but he looked very what's the word? He looked a bit slow, a bit sluggish, a bit.
Yeah. I
But
thought he
it's
looked lost a
Burnley.
couple of
It's
times.
first game, so.
Well, he tried to do his thing in the first half. Simon probably see it when he tried to. He's usually good at passing in between the lines, and he gave the ball away in dangerous positions yesterday, didn't he, Romero?
There was one
Yeah.
time when he was in there in the front of third, and he gave it. He went on a run, kind of went down the left wing, and started to come back in, lost the ball, and then now he's out of position. But to be honest, if there's anyone who can cope with being out of position, it's him. Because there was a couple of times where the Burnley players looked like their eyes lit up. They thought they were through, and Mickey comes from nowhere and cuts them
I
off.
saw that one, down the left-hand side. Mickey come back, didn't he?
Yeah. But see, I don't think he needs to do that. He doesn't need to do these runs anymore.
No.
He doesn't need. It's not the style. It's not how Flange had them wanting to play. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think there's going to be a bit of that transition, though? I mean, we don't know. I can imagine Frank saying to him after the game, Mickey, don't do that. There's going to be a bit of transition. He drummed in for 2 years to do that.
He's got to think about his hamstrings, for fuck's sake. We can't be relying on him if there's a mistake made. For him, we can't be giving people 5-10 yards. It's only Burnley we're playing. You can't give the likes of the bin dippers and flipping Man City. You can't give them that extra little bit of space. So the system that Frank likes to play, you don't see the centre halves much flipping making massive forward runs.
No.
I think Frank's interview after the game was pretty telling because the guys, I can't remember which, they said, like, did you see, like, your plan in action today? And he's like, in a few moments I did. Don't get me wrong, I'm pleased with the result. I'm pleased with the clean sheet, but that wasn't it.
Yeah.
So I think we're still a long way from what he's expecting us to be.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was Burnley, so you get away with it.
Yeah, and that's what I say. These games in the past would have either drawn or fucking lost in the last fucking 10 minutes. So to win 3-0, starting a new season with a new manager and a new formation, I think the result, and it's the right team for us to play at the beginning of the season. Because I mean, saying that, I watched fucking Man United Arsenal today. Fucking hell, what a fucking dismal fucking game. And I can't see us losing to them two fucking them pet.
Well, I mean, the goal was horrific. That keeper is awful on corners, and he's done it again. Yeah. And then Arsenal parked the bus for the second half.
Oh, fucking terrible! I fucking hate them.
I was having this discussion, Simon, before you come on here, before we came live, and I'm not just saying it because it was Arsenal, but I think if you stop a goalkeeper coming out, whether he flaps out or not, that's a foul, surely. I thought that was a foul.
I mean, they were doing it to Vic all the time, weren't they?
Yeah.
And Arsenal were one of the worst culprits for it.
But they're going to keep doing
it. They pick on the keeper. And to be honest, the defender should have had Saliba covered anyway. He managed to muscle a defender out the way and get to the keeper. So I think their defence has only got themselves to blame.
What's this one? Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I have faith in Frank if he gets backed at the big if. I've got faith. I like Thomas Frank. We was talking about Kudus and Papsar. I just wanted to read out Kudus' stats. 2 assists, 5 chances created, 2 out of 3 successful dribbles, 3 out of 4 accurate long balls, 3 ball recoveries, 5 out of 7 ground duels won, 2 fouls won, no fouls committed. Papsar, 1 assist, 43 out of 52 accurate passes, 1 chance created, 3 out of 5 successful dribbles, 6 passes into the final third, 3 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 4 ball recoveries, 6 out of 10 ground duels won, 4 out of 5 aerial duels won, 1 foul won, no fouls committed. So I'm going to say to John, have you changed your mind from last season on Sarr, John? Because he's just he's outstanding.
I think I totally have to eat my words, mate. Sarr, I quite enjoy watching Sarr play now.
Yeah,
you know, he's got the game minutes in him a little bit more, and he seems to have is the word matured a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
you know what he's doing. Do you know what I like Sarr now? I don't know what I ever fucking said I didn't like him for. It was the headless chicken routine all the time, and now he's just seemed to have calmed down and getting on with it.
Yeah, I think he's been given. I think Sarr for once he's been given the proper direction for the
Yeah, he's
game
got
that he
focus,
likes
isn't
to
he?
play.
He looks like
That
he's
he
got a
likes
lot
to
of
play.
focus.
He's got,
Yeah.
mate. Isn't he, John? He's got the abundance of fucking energy,
Yeah.
and he's not shy at tackling. He's not the
No.
biggest of players. Do you know what I mean? And
No.
I just think, and he knows where the back of the net is. He knows where it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Sarr. I can't wait until fucking Basuma fucks off, mind.
I think, John, what it was
We didn't
last
miss
season.
Zuma, did we? Either.
You know what? Last season, John, I think the reason why Sarr's one of them players, it isn't good for him to come in one game, have 3 out, come in one game. He needs a run of games.
Yeah.
Every time he gets a run of games, he seems to be good.
Yeah, you're right there, Lou. I didn't take that into account last season. I was just looking at him thinking, you're coming on, you're running about like an headless chicken, but I love him now. Absolutely love the geezer.
I mean, kudos for that cross. See, we're all going on about the scissors kick, but the first finish wasn't easy because it was a bit beyond. But how he got that crossing, he's brilliant. He is absolutely.
Big Bad Rom's right though. Fucking Spence is a fucking. I think he's a bit of a liability at left back.
I do remember that one. This what he put here. Look, I do remember.
He weren't ever going to score from that angle, was he?
No.
He should.
And Kudus was there, right in the middle.
Yeah. And he looked straight at him. He looked straight at him, knowing that he'd fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you do that in a big game when it's 0-0, it could be costly, couldn't it?
Well, do you know what I mean? Fucking next week against Man City, it's gonna be a totally different fucking game.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go into that game the same as PSG. I'm quite looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. I've had a few over this, boys. Yeah, I'll start with you this time, John. They done a small protest yesterday, and I got hammered again when I was on Twitter for saying, is that change for Spurs? You know the change for Spurs, yeah?
Yeah.
They had a small protest yesterday, and only a few. I think my point was proven because only a few turned up outside the shop or something, and I got absolutely
It must
hammered.
have been pretty small because I didn't see it.
It was small. I got absolutely hammered for saying this on there. I said, "Listen, I'm totally in support of what you're trying to do, but surely this is the wrong time. You know, surely you've got to wait until the end of the window." And I got absolutely gained for it.
No, I'm totally the opposite. I think we should have been protesting before the fucking transfer window up until next year and the year after. Because this geezer, Levy, he needs to have his brains tested. So I ain't going to.
He needs to be fucking gone.
Yeah, he just needs to go. He's from micromanaging to not paying the last couple of mil for this Eze.
Yeah.
He's taking absolute piss, and he's took the absolute piss for like 25 years now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just see you later, mate. We had enough of sugar. See you later. We should have enough of Levy. See you later, bruv. I've had enough of the geezer.
Again, come on, everyone. Look. Come on, someone stick up for me. Don't anyone agree that we should have waited to the window, or are you just all going to say they was right to protest?
Yeah, I think they're right, mate.
Yeah, protest, whatever the weather.
At the end of the day, he, regardless of what we all say, right, and he's not going to. If there's a process in what he's thinking about at the moment, is he going to draw out this takeover? When's it going to happen? Does he want to get things in place and stuff and all that? I can't see him fucking. Look, he fucking speaks bullshit the whole fucking time. The first fucking interview he's done with fucking what's his name?
Vinay, bloke, yeah.
Yeah, Vinay, right? And he's sitting there saying, "Want to win the Premier League, want to win the Champions League, and this ever." Yeah, okay, that's all right. So why the fuck are we still squabbling over fucking 2 or 3 fucking million for a fucking player, 2 players that are going to make a massive difference to our team?
Yeah.
If you've got Savinho on the left, you've got Eze behind flipping Richie or Dom, and then Kudos on the right. I'm not being funny. I can't see a better attack in the Premier League than what that is. I just can't see it. I just can't see it.
I'm just saying, like, all right, you say we do sign Savinho and Eze, which is still a possibility.
Yeah, I do think it's, yeah.
You still want to protest?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Levy needs to go, mate, because while he's here, we're always going to be fucking scrapping at fucking with breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
The whole time. We can't compete with other people. Look at Liverpool. They've just gone in and fucking paid fucking money left, right and centre. Do you know what I mean? And their owners are doing it. Do you know what I mean? We've got a good model. But the problem is, Levy's so fucking stingy. He just doesn't go in there and take that fucking chance. At the end of the day, if Levy just did it and took a chance, we had these quality players, we would be fucking competing Champions League every year, competing for the Premier League every year, competing for the last 4 in all of the cups, getting to the semis. That's where revenue starts coming in. Do you know what I mean? More revenue, more people watching. But he just hasn't done it, and he's failed fucking managers, failed players, failed us fucking fans. So do you know what I mean? It's fucking bollocks, mate. He needs to go. And
yeah, he's priced local families out. He's just totally screwed over everybody, isn't he? I just want to see him go. See you later, mate. I don't ever want to see his face again. I absolutely hate the CUNT.
Yeah,
Simon,
I agree.
Pick up for me here, Jeff. I'm getting beaten up here.
The thing is we all know what to expect from him, and what's happening with Eze right now is a prime example. He had a release clause. Just pay the fucking money, and let's move on. What are we squabbling over? I think that the only way that it works out for Levy is if the UEFA or whoever change when the transfer window is. And I personally think the transfer window should close before the season starts.
100%.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. So we've got to get the business done before the season starts. That's the whole point. You just like dotting I's and crossing T's after that. But you look at what City, Liverpool, Chelsea do, or what they have done this summer. And they've got all of their business done, other than obviously the Isak thing, which they're just playing a bit of brinkmanship. But Ekatike is doing a job for them while they wait. They've got all their business done. They've got a pre-season with these new players in it, and they're ready to go. I mean, like Chelsea actually managed to get players to the Club World Cup. They got their business done that early.
Yeah.
Well, that's told me then, isn't it? Aye. Louis the Loner. Oh, I was like, oh.
Well, you sit in that top left corner by yourself, Lou.
No, I don't like. Listen, I don't like Levy. I don't like. I think.
But I guess I answered a different question there, didn't I? Because I answered what should Levy be doing, not whether I agree with the protest.
Well, do you agree with the protest taking?
The problem is the protest will do literally fuck all because he doesn't care. He's not listening.
Yeah. Did you see the tourist fans with the "I Love Levy" t-shirts?
Oh my.
Yeah, they've been paid to do it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
My attitude is to get
buy a tourist ticket and you get a free "I Love Levy" t-shirt. What a fucking cheek!
I want rid of Levy, John, and Dan, yeah, but I just didn't want to upset like the harmony at the moment. You know, with Frank and the new team, and I thought, well, give him a chance to get Eze and that in. That was just my attitude. I was never saying I don't want to get rid of him because, like he's dilly dallying with the transfers now, it does my name just as much as everyone else. Do you know what I mean? I just thought the timing was wrong. What's this? We nailed it. We only got John's credit. Yeah. Well, if you go back to Bingo, if you go back to my couple of videos before, and it was all about when I went in depth. I can't remember if Danny was with me or John.
Yeah, you did the you went into financials.
So I still think I might be wrong, but there must be some sort of investment either from ENIC or someone for them to go after these two. There must be because I know they haven't got the cash to spend. That's probably what
ENIC were putting money in.
I think that's probably what's holding up the deal because he's trying to stagger it because they haven't got the cash.
He's just trying to pay monthly over 25 years, isn't he?
Yeah, that's probably why he let the it's probably why he let the release clause go because the release clause to trigger it, you probably have to pay the whole 68.
Yeah.
I think it was 60
or close to it. Was it not 60?
Yeah. It was 60 plus 8 add-ons. So yeah, we have to pay the 60.
I heard you. This is what annoys me. This is what I heard right from that good source I gave from Tony Danny. £68 million was it? They only wanted 8 up front because they owed 8 to, was it QPR who they
got him from?
Right. They said, just give us your 8 million so we can pay them. And then you just give us 3 lots of 20 million. I cannot understand for the life of me why you haven't done that deal.
Yeah, see, that's a no-brainer.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. The Savinho one, it's not the player. It's Pep doesn't want to sell him. But we all know Pep says, look, I don't want to sell him, but if a player wants to go, I'll never stop him.
Yeah, he'll stick by that as well.
Spurs don't want to pay the 70 They don't want to pay the 70 million. Whereas I'm thinking, I don't know about you guys, I'm thinking 70 million for a player who's already good and he's 21. You could probably still make profit on him if all goes well.
Yeah. See, I think there's another agenda for Man City. They're going to need to replace him. So they're going to need. I mean, a lot of reports are that they're wanting Rodrigo, aren't they? So they're going to need to spend closer to the 100 million, I think, if they want to get that Rodrigo from Real Madrid. So they'll need as much. I'm not being funny. Fucking hell, if his agent has come over to try and get something done, it's serious, isn't it? And my mate thinks that they're going back in for him tomorrow, and that they're gonna go for nearly 68, 70 million. But
pay it.
You know, I know, just pay it. He's worth it, for fuck's sake. That's what I said. You have him on the left, Kudos on the right, and Eze behind. Mate, it's a fucking no-brainer. And then you just wrap everything up behind them and just say, go and fucking play. Go and stretch teams.
I'll just say to Big Bad Rom again, like I'll reiterate, go back and watch that. All I will say, without boring everyone to tears, is all the money what is generated by the stadium, right, and the concerts and all that goes back into paying for the stadium. If you want to go on there one day, I'll explain it all in quite a bit of detail. City want us to use us to make money by.
Yeah, see, I don't know whether he's a better player than that fucking Savini, that Rodrigo. If he's that fucking good, he'd be starting all the time, wouldn't he?
I think I told you, John, didn't I? Whenever we're linked to a player, I'm straight on that club of the players, like social media thing, yeah? And I react or I look at all their comments from the fans. They don't want Savinho to go. Obviously, there's always going to be a few, but I would say it's as much as 90% of the probably 100 comments what I read don't want Savinho to go. So he's obviously a good player. Could you imagine it? If we'd have had Savinho and Eze against PSG the other night, we would have won.
Yeah, easy.
100%.
But then if we didn't make the substitutions we made, we'd have probably won as well.
Yeah. But then I wouldn't have brought Tell. I would have tried to shut up shop a little bit more.
No.
I would have brought another defender on me. I would have shut them out.
He looks in the same position as Archie. He looks a bit out of his depth at the moment.
He does, massively.
Because him and Archie Gray's positional play for both goals was nowhere near good enough. They were fucking totally out of it.
And Tell when he tries to track back and help, and all he does is give away stupid free kicks.
Yeah.
As I said, Rom, you'll have to just go on that because it was quite complicated that damn, wasn't it, that video?
It was. But then I listened to the last word Spurs were talking about it as well, and they've got a slightly different look on what you've said. There was one of their ones about the finances and all that lot. So, and they seem to think that we do have money.
I would like to know what happened to the Kane money. Maybe they are using it now. Do you know what I mean?
What happened to the Kane money?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, 40 million on Tell. Yeah.
I wonder what happened to all the money.
I think Tell's a massive gamble.
Yeah. The thing is, though, you know, when he came on the other night, I ain't bothered about the penalty. Listen, anyone can miss a penalty. All I ask for is to get it on target. If you save it, you save it. You know what I mean? I'm not blaming.
He'd already put the goalkeeper on his arse.
Yeah. What I was annoyed with is like, if you're coming on, let's just be straight. He's shit at the moment, isn't he? So just go on there. You know you're there. Just run about and press the shit out of the defenders. Press the shit out of whoever you're nearest. But you didn't even do that. That's what annoyed me. It wasn't nothing to do with the penalty.
Yeah. Well, it's clear he's not starting because I don't think Frank thinks that he can trust him at this moment in time at all. And that goes for Odegaard as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get Kane back in January. He's available for 54 million.
Why?
Yeah, it's no point.
Kane can't press. Yes. And I'm not going through this fucking another couple of years of all going around fucking Kane because that's what we've suffered. That's what we've suffered over the last week. Kane needs to be the main man. We need to do this and do that. And that's where we've suffered a lot of the time over the past few years when we had Kane.
Big example of
hang on, mate.
Do you know what I mean? For
They
far
built
too
that
long.
team around Kane, didn't they? And it was just
Yeah.
fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
The most unforgivable Kane moment is starting him for the Champions League final and not more. Still to this day, I have no idea why we did that.
Yeah, it cost us.
It did cost us because he was buzzing off of getting that hat-trick, weren't he?
Yeah.
Have you heard about, did I tell you about the Hincape? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
We're linked yet again for about the third year running for that Hincape. He's a good player, isn't he, Dan? He can play left defence or left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Does he play for Bayer Leverkusen?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But we do need a left back, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we keep playing Jed there. So, and we shouldn't.
I'm not being funny. I don't know why we've not gone for Robinson, to be honest, from Fulham.
One from Fulham. Yeah. That's the other one that we're linked to. Is this Sherlock Holmes? Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan. I mean, it won't happen. But you was saying about Vicario. Oh, they're getting rid of Man City. Getting rid of Edison for £20 million.
Yeah, probably by Donnarumma, though, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's mental, isn't it?
We got linked with Conor Gallagher as well, haven't we, today?
Yes. Who said that to me earlier? Was it one of you lot?
Well, I said that. Well, I said about 2 weeks ago that we can get him for about 45, 50 million.
He's desperate to come back to the UK, isn't he?
Would you? I mean, can you imagine like Bentancur in the 6 or Paulinho, and then whoever it is behind there with Conor Gallagher with his energy and all that lot? And I know he's ex-flipping Chelsea player and all that lot, but fucking hell, I like him. I think he's a good player.
Well, yeah, to get him in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And another English.
Looking on the up, then, lads. Are we happy today? Things looking on the up before we leave it.
Like Duracell bunnies, look.
You can see that early, but you can see, can't you?
You can see progress.
Yeah, there's more focus in the squad, isn't there? You can tell the actual focus is there. We look a bit uplifted. We just don't look like that boring shit Ange ball no more, do we?
Oh, fucking hell. Do we have to talk about it?
I think the real test is going to be next week. Yesterday was a nothing game. The test is next week. Man City.
In flange.
Are you confident?
That will tell us where we are.
Huh?
Simon, are you confident of getting a result there next week? I am.
I feel if we play the way we played against PSG, I'm confident we can get a result there. And the beauty of this past week is looking at the setup, the tactics that Frank has adopted. You look at the PSG game, and I've never seen us play that formation ever, and everyone knew what their job was, and they all did it well for 85 minutes.
Yeah,
the substitutions just screwed us over.
Yeah, I like that 5 at the back formation, which is like your 3 centre halves, and then your 2 flipping left and right back a little bit in front of them. It's a nice formation.
Lovely, wasn't it?
I was only worried in the PSG game. I think it was mainly in the first half when they was attacking, when Porro was caught up a bit and they isolated Danzo, because he looks like he's been on the juice. He looks, he can't run, can he, man?
No.
I said that last season. He's too chunky, isn't he?
He's huge.
Is there reports as well that Tottenham are sniffing around Morgan Rogers?
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Because Villa's PSR needs to be.
We're sniffing around everyone, aren't we?
So
well, exactly.
Levy can spell a budget deal.
He can. I'll tell you what, though, talking about Danzo, he ain't half got a throw in him.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
It's a shame football's played with his fucking legs so low, isn't it?
I think he is good, but I don't think he's good when he's isolated in that back three. I think Poro's got a well plan.
He's not quick enough to get back, is he?
No, he's not quick enough. He's too big, man. I can't remember him being that big. Maybe it's because I was watching on that giant screen.
Do you know what? It's nice to see us be quite good in set pieces as well. Corners are liking that.
Yeah.
Morgan Rogers, 3 goals and 1 assist last season. Was he injured a lot last season? He got a lot of injury problems, didn't he?
No, that's Jacob Ramsey, who Newcastle has assigned. He's the one that has a lot of injuries.
I could have sworn he was injured a lot. Maybe Big Bad Rom knows. I don't know. Same thing. I don't think we really need him, to be honest with you. If anyone asks me what we do need, I'd probably say left back if possible. but I'd like to see another striker. But there ain't many strikers out there, is there? To be honest with you,
No.
if we can
Look,
keep you can alternate him and Solanke, can't he?
he's hungry. He's hungry, mate. I just think that we just need to go and sign fucking some fucking quality. And Savinho, in my eyes, is fucking quality. He is a quality player, and so's Eze. Should just go and fucking sign them.
See, I don't know. I'll ask you this before we leave it. Because everyone, I think they've done a vote on this on social media earlier. Said what signing excites you the most? And I think it was like 75% said Eze. Me being me went the other way and said Silvino. He excites me more, and I think that it could be beneficial to Richarlison as well and get him even more confident, even more happy. Do you know what I mean? Because he is a confident and an happy player, isn't he?
Yeah.
I suppose you lot are going to say
I've wanted Eze for probably 2 or 3 years now, and so for us to be this close to it, if Levy fucks this up, I am going to be fuming.
Yeah, more protests.
I mean, Savinho is a nice one.
You've got
I'd love to have Savinho.
Yeah.
Eze's someone.
I asked, what signing excites you the most goals-wise? What signing? Well, goals-wise, none of them at the minute.
It's not about signing a goal scorer. It's about signing someone who can create the chances for the goal scorers that we already have. Because you look at if you give Richarlison some chances, he's going to put them away, and Solanke, a sharp Solanke, will put them away as well. We can't afford what you need to improve on those two, I don't think. So what we need to do is improve on how many chances we create for them.
Yeah,
but
we're not going to go and pay.
No, we're not.
That are out there now. Isak, fucking TK, even Sesko. We're not going to go and pay upwards of 70, 75, 80 million on a fucking striker because it's just not the Daniel Levy way. So I agree with Simon. If we've got people behind our strikers that can create those chances, like we're starting to see with one player, with Kudos.
That's my answer.
Threat. Because let's look at it, right? And I'm not having a dig at Johnson, but last year he scored a lot of goals on back post tap-ins, right?
Yeah.
How many superb goals did he score? Not many. So Kudos is that man that will take the player on. He wants to entertain. He's got bundles of energy. He wants to get to that byline or he wants to cut back. So that's one player. If you have Silvino that's doing it on the left, now you've got a hungry striker that's thinking, fuck me. It's not just coming from one side, it's coming from two. You stick Eze in behind
down the middle
that can provide that.
Yeah.
I mean, what's happening? Do you know what I mean? That's why I say we've just got Levy just needs to bite the bullet and just go and fucking do it.
That's correct. Oh yeah, he's not a good finisher. I'll tell you what. I'll put me out on this one. I'm willing to put £1 on it. Right? He scored a lot of back posts last year. What you said, Danny Johnson. The goal he scored yesterday, you'll see more of those goals. Johnson.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But he's been asked to play a different way.
Yeah.
He's been asked to play how he played at Forest. That goal he scored yesterday was a typical one what he scored at Forest.
Look, we all know from last year that fucking Flange played his fucking right and left back so fucking far forward that our left and right flipping of the striker were getting flipping suffocated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Shit system, and it showed. So,
well, hopefully this time next week we'll be speaking about signing Eze and Savinho, and that is a good front three, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's top.
Mate, I'm happy to keep fucking Richie playing up there. While he's like this and he's getting fucking chances.
He just looks like a different player though, Dan, doesn't he?
He does look like he's been. Yeah, you're right, mate.
He's like, I don't know. I said it in a video yesterday on one of my shows. He just looks like he's total different. He looks like he's got so much more confidence, focus, and energy. I think he's got over his injuries, and what you said earlier, he's had a good rest.
I think he's fit. He's actually fully over his injuries that he's had, and he's been managed right.
Yeah.
But I watched an interview yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, and they was interviewing. I think it was on the Tottenham Hotspur official thing, and they was interviewing Kudus, and he said, "Every game, I just want to be one-on-one with someone."
Yeah,
That's what I want. I thought, bloody hell, that's music to my ears. If you can
Yeah.
get that on the other side as well.
and he just wants to create chances for the striker. That's what he said after the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fucking
How
absolutely
long have we
brilliant.
been saying, especially under Flange? How long was we all saying the wingers aren't good enough? It's so simple, wasn't it? So simple. Just need the wingers.
Because Kudus was still quite self-critical about both of his assists. It was like they weren't perfect assists, but with a man like Richie on the other end of it, he made the most of it because
Made it
both
look good.
of the balls behind him.
That's a good point. That is, I'm not a great believer in data-driven either. I think they need to simplify it a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right though. You won't get flair players because a lot of flair players, their stats for running back, etc., will be shit. Do you know what I mean? But Tottenham always over the years. I mean, bloody hell, who's the god? Oddle himself. His stats would have been shit for running back.
Yeah,
but it's up for
absolutely right.
yard
Football's
passes.
evolved. You ain't going to get no more flair players,
Oh,
are you?
very data-driven. It's like
I wonder how many times Ginola tracked back.
not many. He's right though.
If he drops his phone.
Yeah, he's 100% right. It's like there's a lot of things out there. Like, I don't agree with this expected goals bollocks, and I think I've said this before. Nick, I absolutely hate it when people say, "Yeah, but he's only had 4 assists." I want them to come out of something that says, I don't know how you'd word it though, because I keep saying this. If say Kudos in the next 10 games crosses in the ball 20 times, but only 1 is finished, it will go down as 1 assist. But his 19 other crosses could have been brilliant, but they weren't converted.
I'm like, Luke, we've never ever looked at. I don't look at any fucking data fucking bollocks or how many times he's crossed, how many times he's run, or anything like that. What I look at when I look on that pitch is he fucking happy and smiling? Is he putting in the effort? Is he doing what the manager wants to fucking do? And the main thing is he happy fucking playing fucking football and how he is? And that's all I want to see with the players. I just want to see them wear that fucking shirt. Do you know what I mean?
It's always the same. Maximum effort is the minimum requirement.
Yeah.
What do you
And
say?
they all seem happy.
Oddle's stats would have been crap for running full stop.
Yeah, Oddle.
He didn't have to run. He was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's what we try.
He just made the ball do the work. He didn't need to run.
Yeah.
He didn't need to make. He made the ball do the work, and he always looked like he had bags of time on the ball.
Yeah, he could pinpoint them balls like a good one, mate. That geezer.
That's a sign of a good player. That is, Simon. Someone that looks like he's always got time on the ball. And I think maybe a year or 18 months, I think we'll see a lot more of that from Bergvall. Because yesterday he got on my nerves a bit. He was trying to, especially first half, he was trying to do too many flicks and flacks and shit.
Yeah, this Flash Harry approach that he's got.
I think at half time, Frank would have had a word with them too, because they seemed different in the second half to me. I don't know if you
he would have done.
Maybe they had a red ball on.
He might be shit, but can you cut that out?
Yeah.
Because
he doesn't want none
in
of
the
that
first
bollocks.
half, I was sitting pretty much in line with the edge of their penalty area, and I saw him give the ball away with these silly little flicks at least 3 times.
Yeah.
99.9% YouTube content creators saying the same thing all the time, instructed by the club. Yeah,
we've been instructed by the club, as if the club would fucking speak to us.
I don't think.
Right.
Well, I'm hoping.
Imagine getting Levy on here.
Listen, I've been guys. Don't even guess here and say he's not having a dig at us, because if you know John well enough, you'll know that's 100% not true. I'll tell you that much.
If I get to 1,000 subs, Lou, I will promise you I'll find these addressed. I'll go and knock the cunt out live on camera. Pardon my French.
I always say is that John is in permanent war with the other YouTube creators. How much are being paid? Not enough, Jamie. Not enough.
No, I ain't getting paid one bit. Just doing
and
it.
This is what I was talking to John about earlier as well. YouTube. We was talking to John earlier, wasn't I, John? And the amount of clickbaiting, and the most common one I've seen from those YouTube creators that me and John know about.
Do you want me to say their names, Lou? I don't mind they saying their names.
Deal close for Eze. Deal close for Eze. Why are they putting that? And it's not even any closer. Well, you say what you want, John. I don't give a fuck, man. I won't put template on it, I will say Eze has signed for Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think the club will let us talk on their behalf because we wouldn't do what we're fucking told.
No.
Would we? Hey, John.
Mate, I fucking hate all of YouTube. I won't collaborate with any of the cunts. They're dirty, dirty bastards. They all need an hiding. Mate, I'll shut up, man, if I get in trouble.
I'll tell you one thing, Dan, that'll make you laugh. I won't go into too much detail, but John showed me the other day because he's always having a go at them, right? They made the little
AK-47 bayonet.
They made a little video of John, didn't they, John? When they was trying to have a go at you back, they made a little clip it of John.
Yeah,
they
clipped my video, didn't they? Old Chub Rob clipped my video.
Yeah. Good
Oh,
man.
don't worry, I've got it all worked. I've got a little plan for them all. At least we don't buy subs on this channel, Lou.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, that's something, isn't it? It makes you laugh, though, lads. Because look, what they do, these people, there's a lot of the main channels, what John knows, they'll buy like 1,000 subs, and then they'll get like 3 views. And that's when YouTube click on and book them off. So you're wasting your money. Why would you want to buy subs? Dear, oh dear. Anyway, yes,
for the likes.
Subscribe. I think I've gained 3 subs this week. I'll tell you nothing while we're on here. While we're all on here together, what I'm going to do, obviously, the discussions with John, the technical director in the business, and because I've been getting Big John. I don't know if you've been watching it, but I've been getting like thousands and thousands of views on that TikTok thing. So we're going to do a TikTok live and invite him over to YouTube, didn't we, John?
Yeah, we go TikTok. We're going TikTok now.
Yeah, because apparently it's all fashion.
No,
I'm only going to go in there and do a video.
Fuck me, here we go.
So to broaden our horizons, what's this one? Americanization. Speaking of Americanization, at half time today, they done an half-time interview with Martin Odegaard. What's all that about?
Yeah. And they have also got the rights to interview subs as they're coming off as well. So when you get substituted, they can interview on the way off.
Oh, that's going to get a few players in trouble, isn't it? When they don't want to come off. But when they interviewed, I didn't catch it live. Did they interview him before we went in the changing rooms, or how did that work? Did you watch it, Dan?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was just literally straight at half time.
As he was coming off.
He must have been in the tunnel. I don't know where he was, but he wasn't still on the pitch. But they interviewed him.
Fucking bollocks, isn't it?
Start half time.
I think that's ridiculous because I always used to say as well, it's a bit like me because people say, "Oh, Louis, why aren't you on straight after the game?" And I always say, don't I, Dan? I have to sometimes leave it 24 hours because I haven't always agreed with him interviewing.
Yeah, but to be fair, the last 2 years we've had to deal with the fucking flange fucking shit. So there's hardly any time if we wanted to really come on the fucking on air because we've all been raging.
Yeah.
So we need it. But that's why I don't agree because imagine it, Daddy, you're a manager. Your team's just you lost 4-0 whatever, and you've got to go in front of the cameras straight away.
Shit,
I don't think I'd be
bollocks.
To be honest with you.
Nah.
Football club, you're not. Yeah, you're right there, mate. Anything else?
Money, got to do that, isn't it? Money.
Yeah.
John, anything else? Anything at all before we go? Yeah.
F to YouTube. We're going over to TikTok, and hopefully we won't get arrested.
I've got to see Lou making TikTok work.
I tell you what,
funny dances, Lou, can't we?
I am on it, Simon. I'm on it, man. But the thing is, what I'm saying about the clickbait is true. I put a photo up. You know all this AI thing. All I've done, I put a photo up the other day of Eze in the black Spurs kit. I didn't say he'd signed. I just put something like Eze deal edging closer, something like that. And just because of that, what was it again, John? About 5,500 views, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad.
Anything you want to add, Dan?
Nah.
Simon?
Yes.
The funny thing is that I think that we're probably going to get beat next week, but I'm still looking forward to the game. I'm still
we're
looking
winning.
forward to see what we're going to do.
Look, we're winning.
We got there with Garrett. I feel like we can give him a game and we'll see what happens.
Right,
I think we've got nothing to fear.
Before we go, I'll start with you, John. We'll do this so it's on live here. Predictions for Man City away.
3-1 to Tottenham.
Dan?
I'm going 3-1 as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mate, I think we've got nothing to fear from them.
Simon?
Dodgy at the back.
2-2.
Oh, I was going to say Desmond. Yeah. Right, so it's two 3-1s and 2 Desmonds. That'll be interesting.
I can't see us
But no
losing.
defeat. 4 of us on it, and not one of us thinks we're going to lose.
Arsenal, Man City, Man U, Liverpool, what a league. Thing is, these teams, you know, I don't take too much into the first game because we've all looked rusty, haven't we? You know, I think you can't really tell after 6 or 7 games. But I think next week's one, I know it's only the second game, but I think that will tell us exactly.
I think it's a good time to play them.
Yeah. We got a good record against them.
Yeah,
1-1.
exactly.
It's good to see more confidence in the comments now. No one's put 5-0 City yet. That's all right.
Exactly. But this is what we said last time. That's what it's always been like. The negativity.
Yeah.
What I've seen in pre-season and the PSG game. Do you know what I mean? It's only positive. We are literally just lacking about 3 or 4 quality players that will just set us off. And I think Frank will fucking unlock fucking.
If we get Eze,
fucking really good team.
Is that enough then?
Eze Savinho and a left back, and I think that we've
Yeah.
got enough play, and then get our players back, the injured players back as well. I think that we've got enough of a squad to do something decent this season.
Yeah. My only worry is the number 6 position still, and I know we've got Paulinho. I just wonder whether it's going to be enough.
What I'd like to see is Bentancur with the same level of hunger as Richarlison.
Yeah.
And if he gets to that level, Bentancur's a beast of a player.
He's
In his first cup season or in the second, I loved him. I thought he at some points he was my favourite player.
Yeah, it was till he had the injury. Yeah, I think Dan, what they'll do, for example, next week, I'd guess they'll play Bentancur and Paulinho. But when it's not like, let's call it the big 6, shall we? Let's call it the big 6. Yeah. When they're not playing them, they'll alternate, won't they?
I'd be surprised if we don't play 3 at the back against City.
But that's what I think. Against the big clubs, I think they'll do the
I think he'll play that 5, which will be interesting.
Against the so-called lesser clubs, I think you can get away with one number 6. But do you remember I said before the start of the season, he likes to play a double pivot, which is Bentancur and Paulinho against the tougher teams. Yeah, counter-attack is a great way to crush a opponent. Well, hopefully, if we can get Eze and Savinho with Kudus up front, that is scary.
Not being funny, even if we have Eze for next week, because you can't see City wanting to sell us Savinho and then him be able to play against them, can you? That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, but Dan, he said, Pep said that Savinho was injured, and then Savinho put on a photo of him in the gym. He's basically saying bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But that, to me, is a player that doesn't want to be there. That's a player that's saying, do you know what? I want to fucking go.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, he wants to play every game because he wants to get in that Brazil World Cup squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's World Cup year, isn't it?
He's the same age as Odegaard and Tell, but he is a cut above by at least 10 on them two. He's quality. Absolute quality. He's 21. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's been a very happy Spurs chat tonight, gents. Let's hope it continues, eh?
Can we just talk about what odds West Ham are on going down?
God damn.
They make me laugh.
Yeah, they were so bad.
I couldn't do that, Dan.
Did you see their Kudus banners and everything?
Yeah, Judas.
And have you seen that fucking slag fucking Brady coming on? Fuck me, have you not seen the interview about her and Kudos?
No.
They argue.
Oh, mate. Fucking hell. She was fucking slagging him down fucking big time.
Oh.
Have you heard the song yet, Dan?
Huh?
Kudos.
No.
All right, ready? Can't start a fire without a spark. Kudos on fire. He hates that team from Upton Park.
I thought you was going to break into fucking that. Don't care. Black bin bags.
1 minute's first Actor Brothers. Who makes up these songs? That's a great song, that, isn't it? Oh, Bruce
Quality.
Springsteen.
Oh,
Cheers.
you know what?
It's been great seeing you all.
Yeah, it's good.
And I'll speak to you all soon. Let's hope we got some transfer news soon. Thanks for everyone that's come on with your kind comments. And we'll see you all soon. Shalom.
Shalom.
Spurs.
See you later, guys.